Have you ever wondered why your beloved cat suddenly becomes distant, hides in dark corners, or unexpectedly bites you while you are gently petting them? Most of us believe we are devoted and loving owners, providing everything they need, but the hidden truth about our daily habits might be very different. The terrifying reality is that some actions you consider to be pure expressions of love are actually making your cat feel betrayed and constantly afraid. Your home should be a sanctuary, but for many cats, it is becoming a place of confusion where their natural instincts are being suppressed every day. 90% of pet owners are making mistake number 7, a seemingly harmless habit that is slowly destroying their cat's vital survival instincts over time. I will reveal that heartbreaking truth at the end of this video, and it might completely change the way you look at your feline companion. We often misinterpret their silence for independence, but cats are masters at hiding their pain and discomfort until it becomes too much for them to bear. Understanding their silent language is the first step to healing the bond that might be fractured without you even realizing that anything is wrong at all. Before we dive into the list, there is a secret about how cats perceive time and your absence that every cat owner needs to hear immediately. If you understand this secret, you will never dare to leave your house again without performing a small ritual that I am going to show you. To a cat, time spent alone is not just a break. It is a period of vulnerability where they wait for their pack leader to return. They do not have a concept of hours or minutes, only the rhythm of your presence and the deep silence that follows when you walk away. This ritual involves leaving a piece of your scent and a small challenge for them, ensuring they feel connected to you even when you are gone. It creates a bridge of comfort that spans the hours of loneliness, preventing the onset of deep anxiety that many indoor cats suffer from silently. Now, let us explore the first major mistake that most owners make, thinking they are teaching a lesson when they are actually causing deep trauma. Point number 1 is what I call the thunderclap in a silent space. Many owners yell at their cats to stop them from doing something wrong. The misunderstanding here is that you think you are disciplining them, but cats do not understand the human concept of punishment after an event has happened. A cat's hearing is 3 times more sensitive than ours. To them, your angry shout sounds like a terrifying bomb exploding right next to their head. They don't learn that the vase shouldn't be broken. They only learn that you are an unpredictable threat who can turn into a monster at any second. This fear doesn't just go away when you stop shouting. It accumulates into chronic stress, which can lead to severe health issues like urinary tract infections. When a cat feels unsafe, they might start urinating in wrong places as a way to spread their own scent and reassure themselves they still belong. You might think they are being spiteful, but they are actually crying out for help in a language of scent and behavior that we often ignore. Instead of yelling, try to redirect their behavior with positive reinforcement. Yeah, it's because building trust is much harder than breaking it with a single loud word. Now, let's look at something much more subtle but equally damaging: the common trap of how we provide the most basic necessity: water. Point number 2 is the standing water trap. Most owners place the water bowl directly next to the food bowl for the sake of convenience. In the wild, cats instinctively avoid drinking water near their kill because decaying prey can contaminate the water source and make them very sick. Your domestic cat still carries this ancient instinct. When the water smells like their food, their brain tells them that the water might be poisoned. The scent of the kibble overwhelms the freshness of the water. To your cat, that bowl isn't a refreshing drink. It's a stagnant, suspicious puddle. And this is why you often see your cat trying to drink from the kitchen sink, the bathtub, or even the toilet bowl instead of their bowl. They aren't being picky or difficult. They are desperately searching for water that feels safe and fresh to their highly evolved feline survival instincts. Chronic dehydration is a silent killer for cats, leading to painful kidney stones and eventually total organ failure as they age into their senior years. By simply moving the water bowl to a different room or a quiet corner, you can encourage your cat to drink much more frequently and healthily. This small change can add years to their life, proving that sometimes the best way to love them is to respect their wild, ancient heritage. Point number 3 is the scent overload. We love our homes to smell like lavender, citrus, or expensive perfumes. But our cats certainly do not. A cat's sense of smell is 14 times stronger than a human's. What is a pleasant aroma to you is a chemical assault to them. Many common household scents, like tea tree oil, peppermint, and citrus, are actually toxic to cats when inhaled or touched by their sensitive skin. They cannot tell you they have a pounding headache or that their lungs feel heavy. They can only retreat to a closet and hide away. Using these products in small, poorly ventilated spaces is like trapping your cat in a room filled with thick, suffocating smoke that they cannot escape. When they groom themselves, they ingest these chemicals, which can cause long-term damage to their liver, which isn't designed to process these foreign toxins. If your cat suddenly stops spending time in the living room, check your candles and diffusers. You might be unknowingly driving them away with fragrance. True comfort for a cat is the smell of a clean environment and the familiar, reassuring scent of their human family, not a bottle of chemicals. Let them enjoy their own natural world of scent. Now, let's discuss a dietary habit that is a ticking time bomb for their internal health. Point number 4 is the dehydration debt caused by a diet of purely dry food. It is convenient for us, but dangerous for their biology. Cats evolved as desert animals. In the wild, they don't drink much water because they get almost all their hydration from the fresh meat of prey. Feeding them only dry kibble is like asking a human to eat nothing but salty crackers for every single meal of their entire life. Dry food only contains about 10% water, whereas a cat's natural diet is closer to 70%. They are constantly living in a deficit. Their kidneys have to work overtime to process the concentrated waste in their blood, leading to the silent, slow-motion disaster of feline kidney disease. This is the leading cause of death for older cats, and yet it is something we can easily prevent by changing how we fill their bowls. Adding wet food or even just a splash of warm water to their kibble can make a massive difference in their daily hydration levels and health. Watch how their coat begins to shine and their energy levels rise when they finally have enough fluid moving through their delicate internal systems again. It is a simple act of love that pays back in years of companionship. Next, we must address the most common misunderstanding of feline body language. Point number 5 is the belly betrayal. You see your cat lying on their back, showing their soft tummy, and you think they want a rub. The misunderstanding is that this is an invitation. In reality, showing the belly is the ultimate sign of trust, but it is not a request. When you touch that area, you trigger their primal fight-or-flight response. To a cat, their belly is where all their vital organs are stored. An unexpected touch there feels like a predator attacking their most vulnerable spot. You are essentially violating a sacred pact of trust they just offered. Instead of feeling loved, they feel betrayed by the person they trusted most. This is why they might suddenly bite or scratch you during playtime. Most cats prefer to be petted on the head, cheeks, or under the chin. These are safe zones where they can see and control the interaction. Respecting their personal space and their physical boundaries is the quickest way to build a bond that is based on mutual respect and safety. Wait for them to come to you. Let them decide when and where they want to be touched, and you will see a much happier cat. Now, let's talk about the invisible walls we build around them, turning their world into a monotonous prison of shadows and closed curtains. Point number 6 is the prison without windows. Many owners keep their blinds closed to keep the house cool or to maintain their private lives. To a cat, a window is not just a piece of glass. It is their television, their connection to the vibrant, moving world of nature outside. Watching birds, swaying trees, and passing people provides vital mental stimulation that keeps their predatory brains active and sharp throughout the long, quiet day. Without this visual input, cats fall into deep depression. They may start compulsively licking their fur or sleeping excessively because they are simply bored to death. Visual deprivation is a slow form of psychological torture for an animal that was born to hunt and observe the smallest movements in the grass. By providing a high perch with a clear view, you are giving them back their dignity and their sense of purpose as a watchful guardian. Let the light in. Let them see the world. It is the cheapest and most effective antidepressant you can ever provide for your indoor feline friend. And now, we reach the most important point of all, the myth that hurts the most, and the truth that will break your heart. Point number 7 is the myth of independence. We often tell ourselves that cats are solitary creatures who don't mind being left alone all day. This is a profound misunderstanding. Science shows that cats form attachment bonds with their owners that are just as strong as those of human infants. When you are gone for more than 12 hours, your cat experiences real separation anxiety. They don't howl like dogs. They suffer in a heavy silence. They aren't just sitting by the window because they like the view. They are counting every single second until they hear the sound of your return. Their independence is often just a mask for a fragile heart that craves your presence and your voice more than any toy or expensive treat. Your cat cannot say they are lonely, right? But their eyes tell the story. Don't let your busy life turn their home into a lonely, gilded cage. Comment, commit if you will change one habit for your cat today. Subscribe to help us make the world a happier place for our small friends.